Paul, yes. Wanting to be unmarried, yes. Mm. I was just looking through this law dictionary. Yeah. There is what's known as slander, yes. Language used to defame a person, lending to my embarrassment, tending to hurt my reputation, or interfering with my business or livelihood. Now, implicit in slander is the fact that the accusatory or defamatory remarks are false. Yeah. It is not slander to say that a person is a thief when he has been tried and convicted as a thief. Yes. Now, slander of title is a false statement in writing or made orally which casts doubt upon or disparages a person's title to property. Yeah. Slander of title is a purposeful, malicious act done to hurt the value of the property. Now, the slanderer is an individual, yes, known as the sheriff of Clallam County that makes false remarks about me being a homeless, mentally ill man, yes, with the intent to damage my reputation and or my ability to conduct my affairs in my usual manner. Then there's the slanderous purquat, statements that appear to be slanderous and defamatory, but whose injurious consequences must be proved. Yes. Then there's the slanderous per se. Yes. Slanderous in itself. Latin. This type of slander is present when a person makes false remarks that another has committed some criminal act, has violated accepted moral codes, has some infectious communicable disease. Or is unfit to hold an office or perform his duty because of dishonesty. Yeah. Now, you were probably thinking that I was slanderous when I called you perverse fools. But I'm really not. See, you kept issuing court orders, yes, in 2015, right? 48 days after reissuing the temporary protection order. Yes. You believed my wife when she said I was crazy? Yes. When really I'm not crazy, I'm just different than you are. hmm And then there's this slanderous use of forgeries. hmm You said that I was committing domestic violence in Sequim, Washington, when I wasn't there. Ooch. And then you had me arrested. Oh, now there could be a lawsuit in this if you really see it. See, when you say that I'm incompetent to stand trial, because I wasn't in Brendan, Washington. Yes, and then there was found incompetent. Now that would be slanderous, wouldn't it? To say that somebody doesn't understand the nature and the cause of the accusations against them. Yeah. Now, when I inform you every day for 14 months, yes, that your fraud is slandering me. Oh, and you refuse to acknowledge my rights. Let's say I sent you an email that had a lot of pictures in it. Oh, pictures of an actual birth certificate. Yeah. Where I'm named as the father of the sons. And then I upload uh, an actual WAIIO that has the actual birth dates of my sons, as in the grades that they're in, not the birth dates, but the grades. Yes. And your thought is, we're just going to say the guy's crazy. We're just going to say he's crazy. Now, every time any individual from civil rights coordinators, mandatory reporters, police and sheriff's departments, anytime an oath of office, yes, a person that is an attorney, a judge or justice, yes, called and asked, we'd like to know what the story is behind Paul Budnick. Yes. You said he was crazy. He's homeless. He doesn't understand how things are. You know, my thought is that it's slander every time, every recorded phone call. Yes. Now, this is the 2018 semifinal media packet. Yes. And I think we'll just look at it, okay? Because when you lie about me, you slander my reputation. Now, I was wanting to sue every sheriff. Yes. Every police chief. Every individual that has called Clallam or Jefferson County. Yeah. And I wanted to sue them for believing the slander about my reputation. Yeah. Now, there's one thing to say, oh my gosh, look at that slander. Now, let's see here. Elmira, Cooley, Heartline Warriors. Yes. Every one of these students that is playing football should be in the right grade because of their age. Yes. And your thought was, no, we're not going to enforce his rights as a father. Now, let's say Coach Batard. Yes. His wife Trish. Coach. They're not going to let me speak to my sons. Instead, they're just going to make up slander. Now, when I get to sue in the school districts, because I will, yeah, I'm going to find out every individual, yes, that has heard or said, yes, any slanderous statement. Pooch. Then I'm going to sue you for lying about who I am. Now, as a dad, you can appreciate that I don't want my sons hearing any false reports about who I am as a father. It's important to me that I speak to them. Now look at here, Eastside Catholic Crusaders. Oh, that's a Catholic school they go to? Yes. And Mountain View Mighty Thunder. Poo-poo. Why don't you get me every coach and every employee of all the athletics? Oh, O'Day. Ooch, Fighting Irish. Must be one of those Catholic institutions, champion. Oh. Now, when you think about it, okay, I was not served. Yes. hmm And the petitioner and the protected person didn't sign this? Yes. These are forgeries. Yes, they are. Yeah. Now, why don't you realize that when I call you perverse fools in the police department? Yes. You're going to enforce the laws. Now, why don't you go ahead and have my sons in Maryland call me so that every time you said any slanderous statement about myself, yes, I can sue those that called you, yes, that believed what you were saying, and then I can sue you for saying what you were saying. I'm looking for some money. I haven't gotten any phone calls. Do you think, yes, I'm going to sue the hearer and those that had spoken it? Now get me every telephone call to every police and sheriff's department that wanted to know, well, why do we keep getting the email?